Okay, here we are with former North Harbour coach Bryce Collins and now the Black Six men's assistant coach, and just taking this time to catch up with Bryce and see what's happening in his world. He's just returned from the World League. So Bryce, talk to us about I guess the result. Firstly, a silver medal at the World League. It's a pretty special moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, leading into the World League, if we had the opportunity to come back with a silver medal, you'd certainly take that. So a really good outcome for us. Disappointing in the final. I think it was probably 4-0 down before we fired a shot, so that left a little bit of a sour taste for all of us, players, management included. But we'll learn from that obviously and be better prepared and ready to take up that opportunity and go one step further when we find ourselves in that position again. But a really good outcome on the whole. Yeah.
So good result, just the performance overall. You're obviously happy to be in the final, but it was hard work to get there, especially through the pool play.
Yeah, it was. When you look at the results game by game, it was a bit of a mixed bag. A poor result first up against Germany. I felt the match against England, although we lost 5-1, we're actually right in that match, and a good game against India where we won convincingly 3-1. So we took a bit of confidence into the quarter-final, and things did fall our way a wee bit in terms of Argentina progressing pretty well and finishing second in their pool. It's a team that we've historically had a pretty good record against, so even though we'd come off a loss, we were pretty confident that we could perform well and give ourselves a really good opportunity of knocking over Argentina in the quarter. And we did that. We had to do it in the shootout, but I guess that was a real positive out of the tournament, is two really good shootout wins.
Obviously been practicing the shootout a fair bit back home, 2 from 2. What's some tips around your shootout? Can you give it away?
I don't know if there's any great tips. I think you've got to consider who's taking them carefully, and you want some points of difference in that, and guys that do have quick hands and that can move the keeper. But obviously the keeper is a really critical role as well, and Devon did exceptionally well in that area, kept us in the hunt, not always making a save but just delaying, and obviously you only have 8 seconds, so the longer he was able to delay, the more pressure there was on the opposition. So he did an outstanding job, and our shootout takers as well did a very good job. Sometimes if they did miss their first one, they were able to regather their thoughts and make sure they capitalised when we went to sudden death in the next round as well.
And just quickly on the format of the World League, it differs from the World Cup. What are your thoughts on all 8 teams still being involved in the quarterfinals?
Well, it's good for us, I think. Obviously proved to be that way as well. Yeah, it is a good concept for us because we're a little bit isolated, so we often go 2 or 3 months without international hockey. So it gives us, New Zealand, an opportunity to build into the tournament, and regardless of where we finish, be building to having a crack in that quarter-final. So from that perspective, it's good for us. It is exciting. People will argue that it's not a fair reflection, or it's an unusual way to operate a tournament, but it's nice and simple. It keeps everyone in it, and day 4, quarter-final day, is a huge day.